Let's take you to KwaZulu-Natal now. Over 300 shacks have gone up in flames in a devastating blaze at the Dakota informal settlement in Isipingo. No deaths or injuries have been reported, but hundreds of people have been left homeless. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is there for us, and he joins us live from there now. 300 shacks, Dasen, times that by probably the average of 5, depending on how big or small the families are residing in those shacks. This is devastating for a large number of people.
It is, Marcel, and I think for once we are able to report that there are no injuries and no fatalities here. You don't often have that type of news coming out of a fire like this. If you look at this particular settlement that we're talking about here in the proximity of how the shacks were located, as they are in most informal settlements in the city and in the country, they're very close together. So that's why these types of fires spread quite quickly. But in this instance, it seems like the residents here were able to react fairly quickly, and they did manage to get out in time before anyone was injured or anyone unfortunately was trapped in their homes. You know what's also worrying about these types of situations, and here in particular, as we were walking around here, we saw that there were a lot of children, the small children in fact, that were walking around. Some of them are now with their parents across the road where they have some of their belongings. Fortunately, parents were also able to get them out in time, considering the time at which this happened. Lots of non-profit organizations and other entities have been out here to help the residents during this period. They do need the essentials like blankets and food and other things, because it's going to be a long time before they are able to rebuild, before they are able to find somewhere else to live. For now, the temporary measure that has been put in place is for anyone that is displaced here to be housed at a local community hall. That's where many of them are, not all of them, because some of them are still here with their belongings. I'm going to bring in now Isipingo, who's with the SA Red Cross Society. Isipingo, you and your team were here working. What did you initially establish on the ground in terms of the needs for the residents that are displaced here?
All right, good afternoon. My name is Isipingo from the South African Red Cross Society, KZN. So yesterday we received calls from various stakeholders that informing us about this incident that occurred last night of fire incident. So today morning we have deployed our teams here in Dasen to conduct assessments. After we have finished to conduct assessments, we will see what are the necessary measures or resources that we should provide with to the communities. But however, at this epoch, we have already donated 2 tents for those people who are affected. And we are also going to provide relief such as hot meals and some clothes for those who do not have clothes, because we understand it's very correct that there are children who also reside there, and some of them, or majority of them, they do not even have school uniform. So through our partnership with UNICEF, which we work closely to, we will urge them to also donate some of those uniforms to the affected children. And we also urge other organizations to donate some non-perishable items for the affected people.
So in the interim though, I know that many of the residents will be at the community halls. What is being provided for them there? Are they taken care of where they are?
Yes, currently we are still, as Red Cross in KZN, we are still waiting for our relief team to provide hot meals for those people who are there in the hall. We will provide meals 3 times a day. And we're also going to ensure that we provide mattresses and some blankets.
Sure. Thank you so much, Isipingo. I just want to bring in this gentleman here. You were here last night. I think you're a resident of this informal settlement. Can you take me through exactly what happened? I mean, we at least are able to report that no one was hurt, but I'm sure it must have been very, very disturbing to see all of the area around you being on fire.
Yeah, the bad thing was the people when they're taking their stuff to run away. Others they're falling down and they're getting hurt just like that. Yeah, but you can thank God don't get burned by that, but only they hurt when there was a running away.
Do we have any idea where the fire started? I mean, this is a really big area. Do you know where it started or how it started?
I'm not sure how it started. I just see they started already, but there's a place that there was a started. Just start being one house, then start going all over.
Where's your house? Or where was your house? Did it get burnt down as well?
Yeah, my house was that side. Here top, like a ground top.
And who are you living with?
my brothers.
Okay, and where there at the moment? Are you going to be staying at the community hall?
No, we're going to find out that some places around here.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Marcel, if you look around, just what I'm seeing behind me now is just many people are still scouring this debris. We have many of the community members here that are walking through. This informal settlement is, I guess you could say, divided in two parts. There's this lower part that you're seeing now, which is the part that caught alight, where the fire spread quite rapidly through. And then there's a different section of it, which is slightly higher. Those residents and those houses were able to escape, and they were not really as badly affected by the fire. The eThekwini municipality did say that through the response of firefighters, they were able to save at least 50 of the homes that were in immediate danger of being burnt down.
Such a devastation as far as the eye can see. Dasen, thank you so much for bringing us that update, as we can literally see people picking up the pieces of what has been left behind after that horror blaze in KZN. Thank you so much for that update. Our senior reporter Dasen Thathiah on the ground there for us as always.